Are you worried about the state of the world?
Whoops. YouTube almost got an in-stream ad plan there. Whoopsies. Alright, settling in. How's everybody doing today? Quite a day. I'm not specifically happy that we were unable to stream yesterday. Sorry guys, I let you down. Had some real life stuff. Was in the car for 6 hours, had to deal with dog issues, drama. I won't bother you with it. Anyway, killed me not to be live yesterday. We've been waiting for yesterday, let's see, since early January. We finally got it, boys and girls. We finally got it. Let's look at that inverted chart. Boom. Boom. Let's start with the inverted chart. Why not? Let me make sure they're... Is this audio? Audio's good. All right. Audio's good. What's up, Mr. Saf? Audio's good. Are we, am I on my own subscriber page? Yes, I am. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, guys. All right. Let's start the lesson off with a little pro tip. Those of you who have never inverted a chart before, today you learn. Today is the day. On TradingView, right-click the scale. Right-click where the price is on the side. Click invert scale. Boom, done. Lesson learned. Just drop the knowledge on you. Knowledge dropped. All right. 173 watching, 90 seconds in. This might be a record. Welcome back, guys. Please do not forget to smash that like button for the new stream. It's going to be a good one. Stay tuned. All right. Got our learning lesson out of the way. You've advanced. You've gained something by being here. Anyway, let's look at this. So we had what looks like a pretty janky head and shoulders here. But janky is okay. Janky is okay. Let's identify our neckline. All janky. It's not perfect. Patterns. Here's a double learning lesson. We're only 2 minutes in. We're already learning double lesson here. Head and shoulders patterns. Any pattern really. Ascending wedge, descending wedge. I don't know. Symmetrical triangle, flags, whatever. They're never perfect. Rarely, if ever, perfect. This one isn't either. This has been another mini unplanned lesson. Anyway, we looked at this actually a little bit ago. Played out. This yellow line here, neckline connecting the left and right shoulder. Pivot points on a head and shoulders pattern. Again, not perfect. However, what we do have here is the right shoulder, the Elon Musk day pump. Deeper than the left shoulder. This is necessary. Necessary for an inverse head or for any head and shoulders pattern. We can see that here. Sure, it's not by a lot, but it was deeper. Without that, you don't have a head and shoulders. Next step. Connect them to create the neckline. Done. A little janky. Still works. Last and final cue. You already got it right here. The left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. Not enough. That does not create a head and shoulders. What you need is this specific movement. And what that is, whether this is a head and shoulders, the chart is inverted right now, so we're seeing a head and shoulders, or an inverted head and shoulders, which is what's actually happening here. Regardless, you need right here, you need to back test the neckline. We've talked about this a few times lately, but might as well drill it into your heads. You need this. This is the confirmation. This is the signal in the head and shoulders or in inverse head and shoulders pattern to take your position if the back test holds. And oh buddy, did it hold. Oh, did it hold. There we are. Beautiful. Doesn't get better than that. Inverse head and shoulders complete. So where might we look to the upside? What's next? We've made some targets. We in fact were looking for targets back in January. Let's look at what we had the other day. Here are our Fibonacci extension targets. Our first one was actually sitting at 46.2. 46.2. Or is it 0.38? Okay, my bad. I don't know where I'm getting these numbers from. I'm a little excited, guys. You know, we're peak chill here, but occasionally I get a little excited. I'm excited today. 34.8. Here we are. This was placed before this rally. We saw price rally up to it, find a little profit taking. This is what we expect when we look at fib extensions at price values, at price levels that have never been traded at, such as 30 or 43.8. It is not a resistance. I can understand why people might call them resistances. They're not resistances. They are profit-taking targets. This is what we would expect to see at a profit-taking target. A little bit of selling, a little bit of consolidation. That's what we got. Perfect. Sure, overshot it. Good enough. We're charting uncharted territories. What's next? Using that exact same fib. I don't know why this is a little bit off. This was done a while ago. Using that exact same fib extension here from the 6th of February down to the 7th, swing high to swing low. That's how we place our Fibonacci tools. We see our 3 fib extension. This is considered usually, in my opinion, the kind of blow off top extreme bullish rally target. The 3. 48,136. Where did we top out today? What's the highest point? 48,192. This was $60. $60 off. These have value. They are not future tellers. They are not free money maker. They're not free money makers, but they have value. Look at the accuracy here. $60 at this point is what? 10, 1, 0.1, 0.15. 0.15% margin of error right there. Truly a useful tool. So let's look at what we've charted in the past. These have accumulated over the last few weeks. I'm sure this looks chaotic to you. That's okay. You don't want your chart to look this way because it's chaotic, but I'll interpret it for you. I got you. So what we see, targets above us, 50,000. We always talk about 50s, 100s, 10s, psychological levels. We always look for any kind of confluence that we find with psychological values or agreement. I prefer the word agreement. I don't really know what confluence means. Agreement. What we see is not just one Fibonacci extension, but 1, 2, 3 Fibonacci extensions. What's interesting here is we see the first one that pegged this value was a 2 extension, the second was a 3, and now the 4. Just interesting, not really TA, just spicy. You don't see this happen too often. So what we're seeing is a lot of agreement at 50,100 or 51,600. That is very close to that psychological 50,000. In fact, it is 2% above, something like that. That's pretty darn close. I'm going to take it. I'm actually going to make this line white though. That builds some confidence for me to see so many extensions lining up in the same value. That is a magnet for price. That is price. I don't know. It's a price buffet. Lining up 50,000 psychological. So we may see some resistance, or sorry, not resistance, as I just said, profit taking at 50,000, but I'm looking closer to 51. There are so many of these targeting that 51 area that it is beyond coincidence. Oops, man, I can't draw today. I'm too excited. That is beyond coincidence. 1, 2, 3. If we look at the original swing high to swing low, early January, we see that is actually looking at a little higher number, 53.8. That's actually still very close. We could claim this is a range. That would be acceptable. However, I'm thinking 50 to 51. This is likely going to be the next spot where the market looks to take profit. Now above that, we have some greater numbers. To be honest, this is so old, I'm not even sure where we got this 55.2. That's really unprofessional of me. Oh well. Whoops. But 58. This level is definitely catching my eye. So we see perhaps some profit taking in the 50s. 50s are usually, we're halfway in 100. These are very visually simple numbers to identify. Our brains are good at looking at them. 5 is half of 10. I get it. Good at math, whatever. 58.5. I might have to go back and try to find where I got this from. Either way, I do expect some profit taking here from 51 to 58, but I don't believe that is where this rally wants to stop. Don't believe it. I don't think that that is the move that is going to see this local high kind of peak put in. For those of you who are new to crypto in general, what we saw here from January to February, totally normal. This is a bull market. Bull markets do not only move up. They move up very strongly with force quickly. They make very fast gains. In fact, the majority of Bitcoin's gains year on year can be found in just 5 days out of that year. And without those 5 days, the whole year usually nets a negative return. So what that implies is that there's very small fleeting opportunities. Fleeting opportunities that if you are not in Bitcoin during those times, you very well may turn a winning position into a losing position. Totally normal. So what we're looking for, I'm just going to go to a new chart. This is too much there. All right. Where do I expect to see this similar cooling off period where we see Bitcoin trade sideways, slightly down, really an attempt to fold weak hands to get new long positions to close, to get new investors a little shaken. There's only one time in a bull market that you're going to feel comfortable. That time is at the top. Mark my words. If you ever feel comfortable buying in, we are close to the top. However, I don't think anyone's really feeling comfortable yet. That's a good sign. Side note, I'm just distracted today. Side note, realized this yesterday. Though yesterday was a crazy day for me in real life, I had four people reach out to me via text, via whatever, to ask me about crypto. These are non-coiners reaching out, asking me how to buy. Here's the caveat. This is why I'm still bullish on it. Typically, that is a little uncomfortable. When you start seeing new people entering, it's a little uncomfortable. It is a sign of topping out. Yesterday, though, they were asking me about DOGE. Asking me about Doge. Not about Bitcoin. That is such a relief. We may very well, as I said, that's a sign of a cycle top usually, is having tons of people reach out, especially in a small period of time. Could be a sign Doge is topping out. But nobody asked me about Bitcoin. Not a single person asked me about Bitcoin, how to buy it. I told all of them, guys, you do what you want with your money. But if you want my opinion, don't do what you're doing. Throw that idea away. Get some Bitcoin. Anyway, I'm all over the place, man. This is me excited. This is why I'm usually chill, much more put together. Where do I think we will see another period of consolidation potentially? Similar to what we saw here. We're going to see more. It's not going to be just up from here. These things take time. We can use our fib tool. Okay, that's where I got that 53. Good enough. We can look at 53. We can move that up to the 55. Actually, maybe that's where I got the 55. I don't know. This would be the measured move of this larger pattern. However, no, we had them. Where did we get them from? Shizzle. I think it's from right here. We have some. We have other numbers. I promise. When you stare at charts all day, guys, sometimes you confuse yourself. Let me see. I know what they are. I know what the values are. I just want to show you guys what they are. I don't want to just say them because that's meaningless. Oh, sweet. That trade, successful long. Okay, not what I was looking for. I'm going to give this one more shot to find this old chart. And then if I can't, then we're probably just going to create them again. New chart, new start. There we go. Is this it? This is the master chart. There we go. This is the master extension chart. This is the one I was looking for. I don't believe that 55, 58, those are not likely, in my opinion, to be places where the market pauses and consolidates. Just not high enough. It's not enough of a move to the upside. Wouldn't have generated enough hype. There's a target above that I think is much juicier. 71.9. We may also see a little lining up, a little agreement here as well in the mid 6s, 6Ds. Man, these numbers are getting hard to keep track of. In the mid 60s, could see some profit taking there as well. I think right now, I'm just going to say it. I'm looking at 72 to 80. 72 to 80,000. It is possible, there's no guarantee, but it is possible that at this price level, up here, 72 to 81-ish, that we see another similar move, talking about sideways trading, bleeding, really just cooling off period. We're going to see more, like I said. My best guess is that that can come 72 to 81. This is all just trying to tell the future. Nobody knows the future. These are my best guesses. If we don't see it there, and that would be pretty crazy. But if we don't see it there, there is a number that everyone is going to be looking at. This was a pipe dream months ago. Not even many months ago. Not even like a long time ago. Just a few months ago, back in September, back in October, maybe even November. 100,000. This is such an important value. This is going to be, I'm calling this now. I've been pretty spot on with some of these kind of future non-price related predictions. 100,000. This is where we're not only going to see massive media attention. This is where we'll see retail attention. Why do I say that? A good question. Well, there's a lot of game theory behind this. Not exactly technical analysis, game theory. Now, we are getting ahead of ourselves. We're not at 100,000 yet. This is not likely to be tomorrow or this week. Probably not even this month. But we will get there at some point. That is my honest opinion. That is my belief. By the end of the year, we will get there. That is my opinion. That has been my opinion for a long time. Where do I get that, though? Why would 100,000 be important? Well, falling back, talking about psychological levels, 100,000 is the largest, most psychological value that we have seen in Bitcoin, or that we will see in Bitcoin, since another very similar number. $10,000. Easy peasy. There's something about moving the decimal that people understand. Let me put it on the new chart actually so it's less busy. There's something about moving that decimal that anybody, they don't have to know about crypto, they don't have to know about investing, they don't have to know about anything really. There's something about it that they understand. It's in their head, they see the decimal move. And here's my argument. This is why. Let me just put this up again. That line just disappeared. Why won't you do it? All right, screw you, TradingView. You're a great program. I love you. I don't have any complaints, actually, but stop being a dick. I'm trying to be dramatic, and you're just ruining it. There we go. There's something about moving a decimal that people are just able to understand. They have a hard time with these percentage moves. They have a hard time understanding fractions and etc. But we can see, if we look at Bitcoin history, we can see that this decimal moving point is a big point. Back in 2017, we crossed 10,000 on November 28th, right here. November 28th, 2017. This was the precursor to what I, in retrospect, or what I believe was the peak euphoria. We saw a 100K break, and within how many days? Within a week, we hit 20,000, we topped out, entered the bear market. Yeah, it's all history. This was the precursor to peak euphoria. 10,000 breaking. There's something about just adding that zero on, moving the decimal, that people go nuts for. That is why, this is my prediction, is that 100K, we will see the precursor to peak euphoria. I don't know how long it'll take to get there. Likely we'll see some profit taking there as well, but once we're able to clear that level, I think that is where we begin to see the blow off top new paradigm, I don't know how to say that word, phase of the market enter. This is where your friends and family are going to start calling you. I miss Bitcoin, let me in on Bitcoin. This is it. So that is far away. I do believe we see at least one more consolidation period like we did in January, February before then. But I named the title of this targets, whatever, so I got to go through some targets. That's not my target for the end of the bull run by any means. In fact, I think that 100,000 for this cycle is a very low number, very low ballpark number. You know what? It's that kind of day. We're doing targets. Let me go into the reason for my own target. This is only based on history. There is no guarantee. And in fact, I would say that I don't think that this bull market is going to be like the other ones. There's many reasons for that. The most compelling happened this Monday. Happened yesterday when I was not able to stream. What we saw from bottom to top of the previous bear to bull market cycle was a crazy 12,000% gain. Bottom of this bull market, or bottom of the recent bear market, 31,000 just about. We're not going into super specifics. We're just going to hit rough numbers here. There it is. This is my prediction. I've been saying this for years. If you guys are new, you probably haven't heard me talk about it, because why would I bring it up every day? I wouldn't. If this cycle matches last cycle, this matches, we are looking as high as mid 300,000s. 366,000, I think, was my original target. Just doing it rough here. That's if it mirrors it. After I finish this, I'll get into why I think this one is unlikely to follow the exact same path. But we see, yeah, mid threes. After we hit 20, we retraced 85%, typical 85 to 90%, back down to 3,100. Here's what I see. You've probably heard this before if you're an OG here. There it is. Boom. This is what I have been looking at since 2019, 2018. The apex of this bull market, mid 300s, 85% retrace to 50K. That sounds spooky. 85%, that sounds spooky, right? I know. But we aren't even at 50K. Think of it this way. 50K is still above us. If the bottom of this next market is 50K, is that really such a bad thing? I don't know. It lines up. If we look at, let's see if this math still works. Did long ago when I did it. I might, we'll see what, see if I doodled this accurately enough. Oops. 1,900. Why are these all negative numbers now? I'm so... I don't know. Anyway, from previous bottom 2015 to 2018 at 3100, bottom to bottom. I need to get rid of some of these. Oh man, there you go. Bottom to bottom. Giggity. 2015 bottom, 2018 bottom. We saw roughly a 1700% increase, something like that. And so that's what I'm looking for again. This is another kind of adding factor from a 2018 bottom to what I would assume would be 2023, maybe 2022. No real way to predict that. If we take that same percent increase, we get that 50,000-ish level again. So not only does it fit the low to low swing, 1700%, 15 to 18, 18 to 22, another 1700% to the cycle low. It fits. I believe there's one more creepiness is cycle top to cycle top, 1500%. So let's bring this down a little bit. The tops fit. And again, this is if it's exactly the same. There's nothing to say that it's going to be the same. I'm about to make arguments why I think it's going to be different. But this is just some maths. Just dropping the maths on you. 2013 high to 2017 high. 1500%. 1500% from 20K puts you right about in that range again. Mid 300s. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is if we go by the charts. If we go by simply what we saw in the previous cycle, apply it to this cycle, this is what we get. We get a move to the mid 300s, a retrace to 50,000, and then the math gets ridiculous. If we apply that again, I'm not even going to go into that far because that's likely to be another 4 years out. Maybe you want to do it at home. I don't know. Apply that cycle low to cycle high. 13,000. Let's apply it again from 50. That's when you break numbers that don't really even make sense anymore. Do I believe Bitcoin will hit $1 million? I absolutely 100% do. Do I think it will do this year, next year, the year after? No, I don't. I would love to be wrong. But I don't. I don't think so. I think that will be likely in the next cycle. What kind of seems to be happening, if we look back even a cycle before, is about every 4 years, we add a zero. This cycle, we're looking to add another zero. We're already halfway there. 46,000, 100,000. The zero adding, the decimal moving, somehow is just super important to this whole space. And that is why I'm guessing, I just went so roundabout here. That's when we are going to see media attention. 100K. All right. I didn't even mean to get this far into it, but we're along for the ride. There's about, what, 600 of us here. Pretty good. Listening to me rant about cycle tops and cycle bottoms. I appreciate you guys. We're going to get into some real TA here soon. We have 163 likes, 600 watching. Can we get that up? The more likes we get, guys, the more visibility YouTube gives to the platform, or gives our stream to the rest of the platform. So they're very appreciated. Also, if you haven't subscribed, subscribing also counts as that engagement. So please subscribe. That'll help. Hit the like button. Let's get those up a little bit, and we're going to get into the real TA, the deep TA. Where was I? Yeah, why do I think this is different? So, yesterday we got what is probably the biggest news Bitcoin's ever seen. Ever. A lot of you already know what it is. Something to keep in mind, it is unlikely that everyone else has heard of it. This news is still reverberating, still bouncing around. Oh, weird. Why am I not getting alerts? Did that not go off? I don't know. I didn't get an alert. Ultra Chaos Steve, my man, thank you for the 500%. See this too. This is not crazy. In fact, this is the opposite of crazy. Bitcoin itself is crazy. This whole thing is crazy. But to apply what's happened in the past to the future certainly is no guarantee. But what it is it's all we have to work with. I hate when people say basically the past isn't predictive of the future. I agree, it isn't. But when you say that, you suggest that there's something better to work with, and that's where they're wrong. There is nothing better to work with in the past history. If you're not using what we've seen, then you're just making stuff up, and that's way less predictive of the future. So why not apply what we've seen, see where it lands us? It's going to give us a better view than nothing. What's really interesting is Domino Squad subscribed. I didn't think I got an alert for that either. But it showed me. So Domino Squad, you are the chosen subscriber of this episode, apparently. Oh, I see why it didn't alert. Son of a... Yeah. That's my bad, guys. Ultra Chaos Steve, then. I guess you guys didn't see it. Thank you for the... He tipped €5. Thank you, my friend. He said, tell them, Tom. 100% see this, too. Awesome. Apparently I had that turned off. There we go. Carlos Lamana. Thank you, my friend, for the 5 chif. I appreciate you. I wish you would have included a message. But I appreciate you. Domino Squad, I'm going to replay that. The chosen one, Domino Squad, of this episode. The only person that YouTube sent me, told me that they subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the fam. Try your luck, guys. If you subscribe, it might show up. I don't know why it doesn't really do it, but it does it occasionally. Back into what I was saying. Why might this cycle be different? Why might it be different? Yesterday, we got what is, in my opinion, the craziest bullish news ever to hit the crypto space. And what's amazing is that we've been able to say that so many times in the last 6 months. So many times. Tesla. Oh, wait, let's wind it back. Who was here last week when I said live? I don't remember what video it was in. Feel free, go back, check it out. I said this live last week. Mark my words. Tesla will add Bitcoin to their treasury by the end of the year.
600 watching. Smash that like button to the moon.
I'm wearing my Just Hodl shirt. Andy Thill, thank you, brother. 600 watching indeed, guys. Welcome back. We had a little break, forced break yesterday, and yes, please do smash that like button. Let's make the stream moon. So this was to my lament. Was not able to stream yesterday. Tesla added Bitcoin to their treasury. I said it last week. I will say this, guys. I didn't think this would be happening this week. Not. Come on now. I did not have a, I don't know, 4-day timeline when I said that. I was thinking by the end of the year, maybe Q2, Q3, Q4. Tesla adding $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin to their holdings. Remarkable. This is the biggest news I think that has ever happened. Maybe Saylor. Maybe Michael Saylor. He's up in that category too. Here's something you might not know. That is another reason this is so big. 1.5 billion by Tesla. Tesla has, to my knowledge, just over 10 billion, or did just over 10 billion in cash holdings. That means Tesla didn't add 1%. Tesla didn't add 5% like Fidelity has recommended recently.
Apple soon to the moon with Tom Wigu.
Apple soon. I agree. Let me get through this quick. That means Tesla added 10% allocation to their holding portfolio. 10%. That's double what Fidelity recommends. That's 10 times what people were recommending a year ago. Tesla. I think it is the 7th largest asset by market cap in the world. 10%. This is a huge investment in crypto. This is a massive, massive nod to not just the future of crypto, but the credibility to the, I don't know, the reality that Bitcoin cryptocurrency is here to stay. And the even more exciting part, it's not even just 1.5 billion from Tesla. Michael Saylor hosted 1,900 companies, CEOs, executive representatives, whatever, pitching them Bitcoin. Tesla buys 1.5 billion. Days later, every Fortune 5 company in the world, yesterday or today, probably both, are having meetings right now behind closed doors saying, what do we do? Every company wants to be Tesla right now. Everyone. All of them. Tesla's been killing it. Their stock is like maybe the only thing that's matched Bitcoin's growth over the last year or two. They're having a meeting. It's not just Tesla. It's the fact that so many other companies now can no longer just say, ha, that's fringe, whatever, why would we do that? They're forced to look at it now simply to compete with Tesla. It's mind-blowing. I can't believe they added it so fast. I'm still rambling. That's the intro to why I think this could be different. I like to look at the past, try to predict the future with it. Not that reliable, better than nothing. But the investor profile that is potentially entering the space right now, Fortune 500 companies, hedge funds, these people have totally different outlooks, totally different investment timelines. They don't look at, hey, I want a Lambo. I don't know. I want $1 million. They have Lambos. They can have as many Lambos as they want. They have millions of dollars. They're not here for that. They're here to hedge against the dollar. That means they're looking to not just buy these, they're not flipping it. They're not looking for a Lambo, tomorrow. They're not looking for quick gains. They're buying this as a long-term hedge asset. That locks away circulating supply. The more companies that do this, the more that gets locked away, and scarcity really begins compound. I fully expect to see in the next month, I will say multiple Fortune 500 companies following suit. Institutions, yes, they are different kinds of investors. They have different mindsets, but they're not immune to FOMO. I think this is exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have institutional FOMO. We're going to see company after company after company looking to acquire some amount of Bitcoin for their holdings. And then as soon as that's done, and that circles back to what we were just talking about, the peak of that, I think, will happen right here. And when that happens, the new FOMO, the next level of FOMO starts, retail. And in typical fashion, retail will drive this to the top and get dumped on. Where institutions have already pushed the price up, they've already entered their positions, added to their allocation asset, whatever. I think that this very likely could be a different market cycle because of the investor profile. Bitcoin historically has only ever been driven by retail. Retail always looking for a quick buck. These people are not. And it looks as if they are probably, if they haven't been already entering under the radar, certainly are going to continue to do so. Actually, I've been eagerly awaiting Grayscale's update today. They have been slacking on Bitcoin. They haven't been buying as much Bitcoin lately. They've been loading up more so on Ethereum, Litecoin, even Ethereum Classic for some reason. Yep, we don't have it yet. It should be updating any minute now. I'm curious. I guess we'll have this in the next 5. I'll show you guys as soon as it's out. I want to see how Grayscale responds. Grayscale has been pretty much in a buying frenzy when price is moving up. Price has now moved up. Their buys kind of slacked off during the sideways trading.
Hi Tom, Synthetix or MKR, which one would you choose? Cheers, Greg.
What's up, Pestmaster? Synthetix or Maker? Which one would you choose? Well, we're going to take a look at SNX today. I'm going to take a look there. So we'll check out that chart. I'll pull up Maker again as well. I don't know. I can't. The only answer I'll be able to give you is by looking at their charts, and that'll probably be it. But I will answer that here for you. Let me see, is my rant over? Am I done ranting? I don't know. We're going to check in on Grayscale when they update here in a few minutes. Oh, JP. Mr. JP, friggin' hype in the chat for JP. With a generous, super generous $50 donation, my man. Thank you so much. Blown away. Thank you, brother. I didn't catch a message or anything, but I appreciate you. I like that dancing pair. He's messing up that city. So we have, all right, institution. Let me just wrap this up. I'm done rambling. Institution. This investment is on a scale we've never seen. We've really never had much institutional involvement. That could, just by the investor profile, change the nature of this cycle. Typically, it's a 4-year cycle. On top of that, macro market, global financial environment. We have inflation is about to run rampant. If anyone says otherwise, I mean, I'm not saying I'm always right, but I think they're fooling themselves if they're thinking it is not going to run wild. Ooh, there we go. Liga Tacleo. Thanks for subscribing, brother. Welcome to the fam. YouTube is graced us with, I guess, two subscribers. I'm sure there's been a lot more. Macro market conditions. Inflation is going to run rampant. The Fed has literally been saying for just about a year now.
How does this play out if conglomerates and billionaires hold the vast majority of Bitcoin? Are we repeating the current system in digital form?
Andrew Start, my man with 5. How does this play out? So, conglomerates holding the vast majority. I guess here is, that is a valid concern. Don't really want to restart the same cycle. But, well, one, let's start this. Let's break it down. One, there's only 3 million Bitcoin left to be mined, period. That mining timeline extends to 2140, very far away. In order to buy the majority of coins, which they do not have at this point, people would need to sell it to them. So how does this play out? Will the rich continue to be rich? That's likely under any system other than destroying capitalism, monetary system. I'm not saying that they will, Bitcoin is not the equalizer in the sense of distributing money evenly for everyone. That'd be great. I just don't know of any real way that can happen, period, with really any system. But will we be repeating the current system? That I do not think is as... I don't accept that as much as I do kind of the other aspects I just named. Is there isn't simply enough available unless you and me and everyone else here and whales and whatever, unless they sell it to them. They're buying now. They're getting in. Let's say they got in starting the start of this year. That would mean they started buying at 28,000. We have front run them. Everyone who has owned Bitcoin and still owns Bitcoin before the start of this year has front run them. So I don't know. Is it going to work out great for everybody? I wish, but I don't think that that's really the case. But what it is doing is it's changing. It's changing the distribution. It's not redistributing it. It's not making it even and fair for everyone. Or I guess fair isn't the word, even for everyone. But it's redistributing it, shaking it up. And I will say with 100% confidence that shaking up the system we have now is a good thing. Is a good thing. Especially for us, I mean, really. Really, especially for us. And what it does is, sure, we might have a similar system, but this system is going to be different. It's different in the sense of we don't have a central body controlling the supply of our monetary system. We have an inflation mechanism that's scheduled, that's calculatable, and that isn't manipulated, isn't able to be manipulated. Yes, price is able to be manipulated, but this is something I think a lot of people need to separate in their minds here, is price isn't Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't know what price is. It isn't aware of it. It doesn't impact Bitcoin itself. The protocol has no concept of price. Without exchanges, Bitcoin would still exist. It would still be doing exactly as it does without an exchange, without a price. The old system, or the system we're on, is completely manipulatable.
It's not about being an equal system, it's about being a fair system.
Rico S, thank you, my brother. First of all, for the 5, but thank you for getting me back on track, dude. That's exactly on it. That's the bigger picture here, is that this system is much more fair. The word fair, maybe not in the term we always use fairness as, but the system we have currently without Bitcoin is not fair. It is a system where one entity controls the supply of money. Bitcoin, if someone, in this scenario where institutions buy it all up, sure, they control a large share of it. They can push the price around, but they can't just print it at will. They can't just give it out to rich people to keep them rich at will. And so this system is a better system, in my opinion. It's a different system. It's not perfect, but it is, in my mind, 100% a step up, a step above what we have right now. I wish it was some other way. I wish it was utopia. It's not going to create utopia, but it's going to change hands of wealth. It's going to shake up the system. And guess what, guys? This is a future thing we're talking about. These institutions are going to look to enter. That's kind of what I was saying. We've already front run them. At least you and I, and probably the people we care about, we would benefit from this. That might be selfish, but everyone has had the opportunity to get Bitcoin. I hate to say it. It's 10 years old. This is the highest price it's ever been. It's been more affordable every year for 10 years, or every year back you go. Everyone's had a chance. In my mind, you're slow to adopt, and that punishes you. That's why I think I encourage my friends and family to, I usually just end up giving it to them. I don't know, to have some small amount of Bitcoin, doesn't matter, $50. I just usually end up giving my friends it and they lose it. But that future-proofs you from that dystopian future of companies controlling all the coins. But you have to keep in mind, they can only get the coins we sell. That's it. They can't create new ones, and that's where this better system comes in. That's how this system is a better system than before. All right, I've totally lost where I was going. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a, I don't know, thinking mood. So, I don't remember where I was. Let's look at the chart. It's a good idea. Let's see. Even on this local swing high to low, this is brand new. Even there, we see that 51-ish target at the 2 extension, at the 2618, 53, and at the 3, 55. I think this is our level of profit taking. This is a summary of what I just ranted about forever. I think that's our area of profit taking. I think that perhaps 71 to 81-ish area, these numbers get big. This is maybe likely the next consolidation period that we see, similar to this month or last month. But I don't believe by any means that that's the top. I think that this whole the next step of this whole cycle begins at 100K. I think that's where we see the retail.
Litecoin Moon Plan Squeeze, can you confirm up only? Thanks much, love Elon FOMO Fed Gober.
Dude, the voices that read these kill me every time. Kill me every time. Where did that go? Moon Boy, my favorite name. Litecoin Moon Plans. Can you confirm up only? Thank you much, Elon FOMO. Confirm up only, sure. Oh my. I'll take a look at Litecoin too, you guys know I never give up. Never give up a chance to look at Litecoin. Let me look at this big, let me finish this. Give me 2 seconds here. So this is kind of maybe what I'm seeing, something like this. who knows the timeline this will take out, or the timeline this will take. Typically, we see large moves to the upside followed by long, slow consolidations. Now, I'm also on the hourly chart, so this is certainly going to take more time than this. And then I think around this range is where we see a repeat of this price action. In fact, let's just, you know what, for shizzles and giggles, let's do this. I haven't done the bars pattern in a while. You guys love the bars pattern. There we go. I'm going to put this on, and then we're going to get into the other coins. There it is. Wow. Don't you love it when you put down a bar pattern and it just fits so good? So very good. Check this out. Now, of course, this isn't going to be literal. Patterns are never literal. That was what we started the episode with. That fits pretty good, man. We see even the consolidation here, this little profit-taking area in the 50s. And then we see a back test followed by a rally up to like this 80, 81 area, falls back below, rejects. Doesn't come back to 50 though. After the initial touch, gets close. And then finally retests that 80 before it breaks out, hits the next cycle. I like this bar pattern. This fits really, really snugly. Right on.
Noiche.
Yeah, what's up, Timothy Delegato? What's up, my man? I'll look at Litecoin first. I need to look at SNX because it's part of the episode. It's on the agenda. And then for Pestmaster, I gotta look at the maker to see which I would personally invest in, given the option of one or the other. So let me do something interesting here. SNX, MKR. I'm gonna pull them up next to each other. All right, no, that's not what I was doing. I was gonna open up SNX BTC. Here we are. Synthetic network token. I don't know. One of the highlights listed in the title today because it was making some moves. Let's see real quick if it still is. Cool, yeah. Currently the #1 top gainer over the last hour. Nope. Since I started, my ramble ruined it, apparently. My ramble ruined it. Oh well. It is not, but when we started it was. Let's take a look at it in Bitcoin pair. This is how, guys, here's another learning lesson here. This is how I'm going to judge every question similar to this. If you ask me, what would I invest in? This or that? The answer to that question is always going to be the same, or at least have the same reasoning. And I'm about to show you right here. I'm going to look at the Bitcoin pair. So here it is, synthetic network token pulled up. Let's see where its high is. Right there, 333.67. Let's see the low. 000.17. Cool. Cool. Let's look at it on Maker here and get rid of all this noise. .2. 0.19, all right. 0.19 and 0.0175. Okay. Virtually the answer for all comparisons, all coins, would I pick this or that, is going to come down to this. How close is it to its lowest point in valuation versus Bitcoin? Maker. Just about 195, let's say 200% off of its lowest point in Bitcoin value. SNX. 213%. So this is going to be a hard call. These are really similar. They're margin of error. They're both basically 200% off of their bottom or their all-time low in Bitcoin pair. So they're pretty comparable. These are pretty comparable. These are definitely comparable. So my answer here is they're likely both decently matched in a decision. I think I'd take one more factor here that I'll have to use CoinGecko for. Not sponsored by CoinGecko. Hey CoinGecko, if you're out there listening, sponsor me. Do it. Be our first sponsor. I shout you guys out like every day anyway, so you might as well just, throw me a bunch of more t-shirts and maybe put a little bit of them dollars in my pocket. And I don't know. I'm not sure what you get in return. You can figure it out. So step 2, since they're pretty much the same gain off of their Bitcoin valuation lows, I'm going to go look at CoinGecko. I'm going to look at circulating supply, max supply, and I'm going to look at market cap. So Synthetix, SNX, $3.6 billion market cap. Maker, 2.3. So Maker, smaller market cap. Okay, that's not bad. Circulating supply, this might be where Maker takes the cake for me. We see, first of all, the max supply is only 1 million. That's very low. That is the explanation as to why Maker trades at 2,500. Despite having a lower market cap than SNX. SNX just about double, a little bit less than double, but only trading at $25. That's because their max supply, 217 million. Now the max supply alone in a bubble is irrelevant. It doesn't matter, but it's how we need to be aware of this so we don't get distracted with how much they cost per coin. It's irrelevant. Owning one coin or 0.01 coin doesn't make any difference. You're not more likely to gain because you have more coins. That's just bad math. Here's where Maker's taking a little bit of the cake for me, is when I look at circulating supply, we see that the circulating supply and the max supply are very, very close, which means there's not a ton of coins sitting somewhere, maybe in a dev wallet, in a treasury, held by whoever created this thing. We can see here in circulating supply, 93,000 coins held by team. 93,000 is about 9% of the total supply, right? Is that right? Yeah, about 10% of the total circulating supply. That's not great. I would actually like not to see that. But what I like is that the coins are released, the max supply is set. I don't like about 10%, 9% of the total supply owned by the team. But when I look at SNX, let's look at what SNX is. We see staking rewards escrow, token sale escrow contract, 72 million, so just about 73. That's a huge percent of the max supply. I don't know what those coins are doing. I don't trust somebody. Why is it not reading these, dude? What's going on? Did we get an alert? Did it happen? I just didn't hear it. I don't know what's happening, man. I've had mad Streamlabs problems lately. Let's try what this button does. I don't know. I'm just gonna I have to manually replay these so they work. And now it's not even gonna freaking... No, it's not even gonna, like, read it, whatever. CryptoWatch.media. Thanks for the 5 Canadian dollars. Solid streams. Would you like a channel on CryptoWatch? We'll have ready by end of stream. I'm not sure what you're offering, Rella. I'm not sure what that refers to, but thank you for the 5. I guess shoot me a message on Discord with details. I don't know exactly what that refers to. But thank you, bro. Appreciate you. All right. So this doesn't necessarily disqualify or make something a bad investment. I'm going to lean towards Maker here on this, if this or that, simply because the circulating supply is closer to the max supply. Less surprises ahead. 9% owned by the team versus... I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if these 72 million out of 220 or 217 million. I'm not sure what these coins are doing. They can tell me it's an escrow. They can tell me it's this or that. I don't know. Doesn't mean it's a bad investment. I need to say that. But I don't know. I'm not sure. That's some uncertainty for me. Maker, half the market cap, a little bit more than half the market cap. Similar in Bitcoin valuation off their bottoms. I'm going to lean towards Maker. But here's the best answer, dude. Why one or the other? Why not get a little bit of both? If you like those coins, why not just get a little bit of both? You don't have to go all in on something. Split it up. Split it up. All right. Did he say something in chat after that? Ready by end of stream. Dark sunglasses matter, that's right. Drogue. Brother, everyone commenting on the sunglasses. When you go as far as I've gone in crypto, man, trust me, you're going to be wearing sunglasses all the time too. It's okay, I don't judge you. I guess that guy never followed up on what crypto watch is. Feel free, alright, feel free. Not just to the gentleman or ladyman who donated about Crypto Watch. Everybody else, links in the chat. Jump in the Discord, guys. There's 24/7 live stream educational content. It's free, live crypto chat, etc. That's where you can shoot me a message if you need to get a hold of me. So there you go. Bless you, Sir Ulixir, my man. Let's look at SNX quick as a chart, because that was on the agenda. That bag's full. How is everybody today? I'd really like to get through these charts.
You can look at the EGLD and let me know a good re-entry price. Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark.
Mr. Josh. How you doing, brother? How you doing, Josh? Hope you're having a good day. Strike that. Know you're having a good day. Main reason. $205 hit from our last stream. We were just under 100. Holy crap. I don't even have targets above this, but we'll take a look at it. I want to get through SNX. I want to get through DOGE. I'm trying to say it right for you guys. I got a lot of criticism about saying DOGE. I want to get through DOGE. Maybe we don't have to take a long look at BNB. BNB mostly is I just want to do a little flexing about it because it hit our next target. And then FIL, I've never looked at it, I don't think. Maybe I did. I've not. So let me get through half of those, then I'll check out these others. Done. SNX. I just want to take a look at this. So SNX, we had... This is actually the coin that on stream we have posted the most trades. I don't always post like live trades while I'm streaming, mostly because I don't usually have enough time to think them through. But this coin is our most successful in-stream trade target coin. Our first one back in December, then 1, 2, 3 times in January. We took the exact same trade from the exact same support to the exact same take profit. And then we opened one more at the end of January, and finally, as of the last 4-hour candle before this, hit $25. Hit $25. So let's take a look at the chart and see, does this have room? Does this have what it takes to push up to the next level? I'm just going to throw 50 up there. Technically our measured move, though, hovering a little lower at 44. Let's take a look. I am over the moon that it hit 25. Didn't let us down. Did not let us down. Why do I keep getting this? Because it's based on a linear scale. What would it matter if it... This is new. This used to only happen with calculated charts on TradingView. Why would it matter if what the scale is if it's just alerting at 3248? Why would it matter? 3248. I don't understand. Who cares? Anyway, finally hit $24, $25. Let's take a look at our technicals here. RSI is struggling. We're not seeing higher highs on RSI at the moment, despite the higher highs in price. A little concerning. A little concerning. MACD, though, picking up buying momentum on the daily. Good. I'd be worried if we weren't. We are above the 20 daily, riding it pretty tightly. You know what I just noticed here? I love taking a look at charts with a fresh start. That's why we always say new chart. New start, new chart. Love taking a look at them. Notice something here after this stops having a little seizure. Notice something. I was looking for this channel a while ago. It didn't fit, and that was right after it was listed, so what is happening? They changed the way this tool works. Looking for a channel after this started trading, because I think our brother, shout out to Shadow Systems Limited, one of our OG fams, wanted me to look at this a while ago, and I thought that we had a channel, but now I'm seeing that maybe this channel all along was somewhere else. Let's look at this. Sucks. That sucks. That does fit, and that is right where we are in price. It's a little concerning. I don't want to delete that chart, so I'm just gonna make a little cop out here. Gonna look at it on a fresh chart for the fresh start. There we go. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of how tightly that's fitting here. I do not like that. That's not great. Not gonna lie, that's not great. Ooh, I'm glad I picked Maker. Haha, just kidding. But I'm not a huge fan of the position of this channel. Not a huge fan of the position of this channel. Ooh. With this fib extension lining up with it, man, not a giant fan. All right, ignore my reaction here. Ignore my reaction here. This is all technical, what I'm responding to. This channel, not ideal simply because we see that this channel that we placed, which could be invalidated, the measured move here, the major measure move lines up really well with the top of this channel. I don't like that, but that doesn't mean that it's going to reject from here. This channel could still be wrong, the same way I was wrong the first time I placed it. And even on top of that, what we do see in bull markets is these channels established. And what we'll see very commonly when the market is bullish is a break out of that channel to backtest the top. Link is the best example of that I can name off the top of my head, of establishing a long-running channel, breaking out, backtesting the top. And what we would want to see is, if we get this, is a bounce off of that channel. And what happens, this is getting into some deep level shizzle, is then we start establishing a new channel. This is the crazy bull strength that we would expect in a bull market. This kind of thing, established channels breaking up and then forming a slightly steeper channel. And typically we see that play out, and then maybe it even happens one more time until a blow off top, and then over time you return. After enough time has passed, if I can ever draw, you see a return to that channel. We saw that with Link recently. That's why Link has probably been underperforming versus what a lot of people would expect after its crazy runs. So I'll keep an eye on that. I think what we would be looking for here is a break of really even just like the 28 area. 28 is broken. We'll probably see that RSI fix itself on the daily The daily, yeah. Probably see RSI fix itself in the daily, push up, and break that 88. That's what I'd like to see. But man, for now, I don't like that's at the top of that channel. Still pain and bearish divergence. This is a rough one. I might not, for the first time ever, when looking at Link, first time in like a month, might not place another long here. I want to see how this resolves. I want to see if it does break the top of this channel. And if it does, and then we see selling, I want to see it hold. I want to see it hold this top line. Yeah, spicy. This coin has been really good to us. It's been really good, but a little spooky. A little spooky to see that measured move line up at the top of that, like very closely. I mean, we're talking small percents. Not like that. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'll look at Doge. So DOGE. We just looked at SNX and I said SNX was our most successful in stream trades. Number 2 would be Doge. Saying earlier in the episode, I had multiple people. Multiple people. You know what, Derek Young? It's not a terrible idea. Derek Young asking if I can show what WTF I'm talking about on Link. Yeah, I could probably do that quick. This is not the chart. I wish there was a way to delete charts. Actually, I think there is. I'd never noticed that little X button here. This might be difficult. There we go. There we go. I'm going to show in Bitcoin pair because this is just the easiest way to do it. I'm going to turn autosave off, then delete all this crap. There we go. All right. Because that is a valid request to show you guys an example of what I was talking about. So it doesn't just seem like hocus pocus mumbo jumbo. This is one of my prizedest charts. One of the most prized. We slayed this chart live for the better part of a year. So this is what I'm talking about. You have this well-established channel, okay? You really are respecting it well. And then you see, we actually called this was back in June, that channel break and then back test the top of the channel. This was our spot where we were looking to go long or dump it. And then we saw that big move up, right, to a measured move actually. This started to do what I was talking about. This began it. It had that channel, it broke out, it back tested it, it made a higher high. It started to do, this doesn't really look as good. Doesn't look as good, but still, this is the same idea. Broke the channel, started to create a new channel. The only problem is then Link ended up falling back inside. This for me was the end, not long term, but the short term end to this amazing performance by Link. This was the best performing coin through the bear market. I have no idea why. Very unique in that aspect. But it did begin to do exactly what I was talking about with SNX here. Establish this channel. Link established a channel, broke out, back tested the top. There it is. Back tested the top, and what we would have liked to see, I'll just do it as if it happened here. I think maybe this just got overheated. What we would like to have seen is that same ranging inside a new channel at a steeper gradient. That would have meant, that would have been really big for continuation for Link. That probably would have put Link at crazy, crazy values by this point. Just didn't happen, unfortunately. Just didn't come true. All right, I love this chart, so I want to undo all this. There we go. I'm probably never going to like really look at this chart again. I will say, according to this chart, Link hasn't fallen out of its original established channel, so that's a good thing. If it falls below 0.00032 in Bitcoin pair, then it risks doing so, but at this point, it's kind of just chilling. All right, for the Doge. Do it for the Doge. You ain't gonna do it. Do it for the Doge. I'll do it. I'll do it. But you guys have to hit that like button on the stream and subscribe, and then I'll do it. That's our deal. Music stopped. All right, moving on. Moving along. Move along, sir. Moving along. Dude, it is not announcing these. I don't know what's going on. Our Doge trade slaughtered for a 72.73% take in USD. This actually happened in the last episode. That's okay. What we're doing now is we're gonna take a look and see what can we find here. Do we think Doge is gonna keep going? Do we think Doge is gonna stop, relax, retrace, consolidate? I don't know. Haven't looked at it since. Our trade closed. We were looking for a retest of the high. We got it. Moved on. So let's take a look here. 4 hour. Or we're on the 1 hour. Let's yeah, we'll do it backwards. Start on the 1 hour. We see bullish divergence painting. This is actually a pretty darn bullish structure that I'm looking at right here. We see consolidation at that high. This is a pattern that we've been watching for across the crypto space. Oh, heck yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised this looks so good. All right, let's get a clean one. Actually, let's not. Anyway, we were looking earlier. This is actually what was the tip-off for our trade setup here. We were looking for this pattern. What this pattern is, I call it a flower top triangle. I don't know if anyone ever corrected me. I'll make up my own words. Anyway, multiple tests of a high. On Doge, this was 5.4 cents-ish. Multiple tests of the high. One more caveat, and that is higher lows, a consecutive series of higher lows. 1, 2, 3-ish, I guess. Can count that as 3. This pattern we have seen on Ethereum at its all-time high. We've seen it. Actually, we were looking at it 2 days ago in the last stream. We're looking at it on Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke up there too. Actually, that's pretty nice. We're seeing this across the space. When we start seeing patterns repeat across different coins, across different pairs, it's probably a good time to keep looking for them. We see once one coin does it, that's not enough. You see a few coins do it, it's time to start looking. We saw it even on Doge right here back on the 4th and 5th break up. Now it does, I'm not gonna lie, kind of looks like it's doing it again. If we look at this a little more zoomed out, we see the high was tested, retested here on our trade setup where we closed, and now we're looking for, again, another lower high. If we test that 8.75 cent area, again, this is on Binance, DOGE USD, I'm looking for a move to the upside. It's not guaranteed, but we've seen this happen on coins over and over and over again in the last few weeks. It's statistically a good bet. That's all we're ever looking for in TA. Technical analysis is trying to beat a coin flip. It's trying to get any statistical edge and turn that statistical edge into profit. It does not have guarantees, does not have 100%. But by seeing this pattern, and we even see this pattern, that's what we started our trade setup on locally. That's even honestly more confidence building to see that earlier and then playing out again. That makes it statistically more likely. That increases or strengthens our confidence here. So what will this take? 1, we can't have a lower high, meaning we should not trade below here. Should not trade below the previous 4.14 cents. If we see that, this pattern is likely bunk. We're likely, doesn't mean it can't break up still, but the pattern we're looking for is likely bunk. That's a good deal below us. That's not a big deal. What we're looking for is a retest of 8.75 cents. If we get it, and especially if we can break that high, that very well may be a signal to go long. Where would you look?
Thoughts on GRT USD crypto and SNDL stock? Looking for extra points.
What's up, Jim Dawson? What's up, man? GRT I have a chart of. Come back to that. And what stock? SNDL. I don't know if I've looked at that. You can take a look at SNDL as well. Gotta warn you, I'm gonna finish with Doge and then I have another request I have to get back to. But then I will hit those for you, my friend. That I promise you. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Probably shouldn't take that long anyway. Alright. Finishing with Doge. Only thing I have to say about Doge now is I defined where I'm going to look to invalidate this pattern. Done. Finished. Hey, what charts did I just... There we go. I'm going to look to... Finished. What will invalidate this? Now I'm going to look at the upside, then I'm going to move on. I have to get to Sir Josh's EGLD. And then we'll jump into GRT and SNDL. SNDL. All right. Finishing up with Doge here. A break of the high. Break of the high is going to give us a solid confidence. I also like that locally. This is a higher high. Or a higher low. Just locally right here. That's good. Honestly, I'll even say I'll be way less confident if we even see a local lower low here. So anything under 6.31 cents. If we see a break of 8.75 cents on Binance, Doge, USDT, here's my targets. We got 10 cents psychological. This is likely an area where we're going to see some profit taking. I would say the most probable thing in the event we have the breakup already, which we don't. So if we get it, I would say profit taking. We may see a retest, a back test of 8.75 cents as support. If that holds, I'm looking for easily 15 cents. Easy peasy, 15 cents. Above that, we have 20 cents, and above that, 34 cents. 34 cents is the total measured move from the original swing high to the swing low on the 31st of January. This is a very, very generous target, I feel. 15 cents is going to be probably difficult to tackle. So that could be very long term. See, we'll have one more measured move that's new here. Let's see where that lands us. And now we have some agreement at 12 though. That throws a wrench in it. You know what? I'm going to revise it. Probably going to see some profit taking at 10 cents because it's psychological. But what might be more likely is a little profit taking sideways, a move to 12 cents to 12.5, then a move back to 10 cents. Only because this pattern we've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing this pattern a lot recently. Skipping a back test of the high, moving to the next resistance, then back testing either psychological level or some kind of projected. Holy crap, I need some water. Anyway, moving on. Dodge is over. We made a monstrous trade on Doge. Honestly, I'm not looking to enter, really, nor am I looking to trade any more Dodge here. Sorry, Dodge fans. And that is in big reason because of how many people have contacted me in the last 24 hours that are non-coiners asking about Doge. That makes me bearish. Makes me bearish on anything. These people don't know what crypto is. They've never bought it. And for them to be asking me how to buy Doge, just freaks me out. Too many bad memories. BTC pair doesn't look too bad. All right. Moving on. I'll mess with Dodge on my own time. EGLD. Oh yeah. And I have for Pestmaster. Bro, I'm sorry, Pestmaster. I haven't forgotten. Just slipped my mind. You might actually be first. Let me see the order. Got Synthetix. SNX or Maker, asked by Pestmaster. Covered. JP donated $50 because he's the man. Andrew Stewart, shout out because asked that question. Rico S, shout out. Moonboy, my bad, dude. You're up, then EGLD. My man. I guess you didn't say if you wanted BTC pair or LT or USD pair. So let me take a look at both just briefly. Oh, Litecoin, beautiful. Beauty. Yeah, Daniel Walsh, thank you, brother. Thank you for the 5. I don't know why I didn't announce, but I see it. And I was going to look at Litecoin anyway, so heckin' yeah. Let's move it in. All right. Litecoin with the spooky moves yesterday, huh? Selling back down, actually setting a new multi-year low. However, man, that was not a lot of selling. Music is stopped for the 3rd time this stream. Thank you, Pretzel Player. The opposite of a shout out to Pretzel Player. You broke your player. It used to be perfect, now it's broken. Yeah, you still have bullish divergence. Technically, it's such a spread out one though. It's so spread out. It's not local at all. You're below the 20. That does not look good. Take a look at this weekly. All right. However, it does look like the weekly on LTC BTC does look like it's bouncing 00366, which was the previous low, was a double bottom. I'm looking for a close on Litecoin Bitcoin above that level. If it close below that level, then I'm gonna get my my dry powder. I'm gonna get my buy orders ready because I've been talking about this for months. I am not looking to buy Litecoin Bitcoin pair until 003. However, I say that because I already bought. I already bought a bunch of Litecoin at this level. I already bought a 004. If you don't have Litecoin, this might be a pretty cheap place to enter. But I have tons of it. It's my 2nd largest holding. I'm looking to add on a significant sell. We're not there yet. Close above it's looking fine. Momentum on the weekly looks like crap. So is RSI. Man, there's not a lot of saving graces right now. Even the monthly. This thing, oh wow, here we go. This is a little spice. This is the first monthly candle on Litecoin. LTC BTC pair. Can't even see it when you zoom out. This is the first buying momentum candle since August 2019. Wow. 519 days of monthly selling momentum. That's getting spicy. That's getting spicy. 12-hour close below that stinks. Looks like every time frame closed below, even the daily. Yep. Oh man. Oh man. Not ideal. Looks like, yeah, we're just gonna be waiting. Gonna be waiting on that. Waiting for that to recover. Target for the day on Litecoin Bitcoin 003890 for a bullish engulf. That would be excellent, but I don't have my hopes up. However, it just might not be LTC BTC's time yet because Litecoin dollar looks fine. We zoom out, we see this massive symmetrical triangle, massive. We can't see the history here because I think this is Coinbase. Yeah, doesn't have all the history. But if we could see all the history, which we could go check out, I've done it before, I don't feel like doing it right now, we would see that that actually happened right before this previously. Go check it out in your own charts. breaking out of that. We've broken out. We back tested it. We're on the daily. Let's see, where are we? $90 resistance flipped. Never actually back tested on the way up. But $122, that was our target a while ago. Was broken, back tested, back tested, back tested, back tested. So this is typically bearish, I'll say it. Don't really want to be testing support multiple times. You don't. You don't. However, we do see price looks to have escaped this pattern. Fingers crossed for now. We're going to have to see a break of 183 to confirm that. Retesting 122 is not going to be good news for Litecoin. Thankfully, the daily has flipped from selling momentum to buying momentum. Has not slowed down yet. Oh, beautiful. I just got extra bullish on Litecoin Bitcoin. Or Litecoin dollar pairs. Sorry guys, I have verbal diarrhea today.
Finally, Tezos I'm warning you all right now. When that thing hits 424, I will market dump on all of you.
Rico's waiting on his teasies. Waiting on his teasers. You know, I haven't looked at Tezos in a while. I can pull that up for you too, Rico. I don't even know if that's what you wanted. I'll pull it up for you. I just got a little more bullish on Litecoin. The Bitcoin pair is not, doesn't look good, but that can change. Typically when things look their worst is when they're about to reverse. So I'm looking at the dollar pair. I like this.
Yo.
Yo down, son. Yo. I like what I'm seeing here. We have a 20 and 50 daily moving average. We got the kiss. We got the kiss right here. That arrow's terrible. Right there. What this is what would look to be bearish. We had the 20 coming down across the 50 for a bear or death cross. However, price was able to push up, and what it did is it's overlapping the 50 and the 20. We call that kissing. This is not textbook TA. This is Tom Crown technical analysis. We do a lot of that here. This is one of the most bullish signals. In fact, I would say more bullish than an actual gold bullish cross on moving averages. In my opinion, that can be given. This is very bullish. It's very bullish. Price is responding as we would expect to it. Momentum is up. Bounced right out of the clouds. Beautiful. All right. Back test at 166. 12 hours moving. Litecoin in dollar pair looks good. However, I am going to caution you guys. Bitcoin pair is not looking great yet. And pretty much everything should be looking good in dollar pair. Bitcoin just broke a new high. Everything is going to follow in dollars. That's the importance of following Bitcoin pairs, is those dollar changes are going to trick you. Everything's going up in dollars. If your coin has gone down in dollars during this pump on Bitcoin, reevaluate your coin choices. Reevaluate them. Because literally everything should be going up against the dollar at least. I need to send a message to the lady. I need a water drop or my voice is dry. All right, finally catching up with these charts here. Just shoot this message. Maybe she's in the bath. That would suck. You. All right. Yeah, she's in the bathroom.
The less love LTC gets, the more bullish I get.
Oh man. There was only a tiny bit of water in there. That must have been an old water bottle. That tasted funky. Oof. Oof. Mr. John, thanks for the 5 Canadian. I figured it out. Guys, I'm gonna time this dude out. Do not. This is not financial advice. This is life advice. Do not ever follow a timed or planned pump. Doesn't matter what coin it is. Doesn't matter if it's Doge, Ripple, Bitcoin. No matter what it is, even if it's a stock. Literally what timed pumps or planned pumps are is people front running them and dumping into your liquidity. You are the target in a planned pump. Do not do them. I don't care. I don't care how many people you think are involved. Doesn't matter, dudes. You're the target. You're the chump. It's always what it is. Look at the last time the planned pump was. You're the target, guys. That's why we're here. We're here because we have a space outside of scams where people can grow as traders. Part of that's avoiding that kind of crap. Again, nothing to do with DOGE. Alright, EGLD. RSI, highest point in price, highest point in RSI. Same with MACD. Indicators on the daily looking fancy. RSI there as well. MACD, highest point. RSI has pulled back a little bit. Technically, so very technically, there's bearish divergence there, but that's not enough to even bat an eye at. Josh was looking for re-entry targets. Well, here you go, brother. We broke 100.
Is Uni consolidating for a push-up, or is it getting killed by the other swaps? Pancake swap, trust swap, etc. Your comment about reevaluating got me.
Skylar Smith, my man. Welcome back, Skylar. Appreciate you. Take a look at Uni then. I'll add it to the queue. I don't know if it's getting killed by the other DeFi swaps. I'm not sure. But we'll look at the chart here in just a minute. So, Sir Josh, after all this time, thank you for your patience, brother. EGLD, I know you're happy, man. You rode this all the way to 200. Oh, beautiful. Our previous target, $95. We saw that break, and we were aiming for 205. It does look like it went to 216, close enough. If we look at our Fibonacci retracement, we see that the 618 retracement of this whole move from 58 to 205, a little bit more. This 618 retracement sitting directly above our previous measured move at 95.33 or 35. Directly. Those lining up that tightly, very hard for me to ignore. We see that 100/95 area was not really tested as support. We saw minor consolidation there for breaking out again. Now, I don't see signs of this reversing yet. Not yet. Doesn't mean that it can't reverse right now, but I don't see them visibly. They're not always there. Don't always get to know. If EGLD rejects from 205, and I would say a good indicator of that will be trading below 160. If that happens, we have that beautiful 618 backtest available at $96. Beautiful. That's where I would be looking. Not gonna lie. That's pretty much the end of that statement. I would be looking to backtest it. We don't always get them. Easy as that. You know what? I don't like how thick this is. How visible it is. There we go. That's just supposed to be psychological anyway. We really don't have points of consolidation outside of that. That would likely be my first place I would look. 618 retrace, just all the numbers fit. There's so much aligning there. One thing I want to look at quickly though, out of my own curiosity. So what happens if we look at a bigger retrace? Okay, nothing really that interesting. I would not even look to enter until at least 95. It might not come. EGLD could break up from here. I don't really see weakness signs yet. And not even on 4 hour. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Next upside target, measured move. Would be 265. Guys, but 265 from 200, that's a 30% move. Sure, 30%, nothing to laugh at. But this has been going almost straight up all month. From February 1st till today, 300% gain. From the year's open, 2020 to today, 800% gain. Jumping in here for a 30% gain, that's a terrible risk reward. It is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, it's a terrible risk reward. Something else I like about that 95 value / 100 psychological, that's what I had here first, is that the 20 12 hour or the 40 daily, or the 20 12 hour, I guess this would be what, like the 80 4 hour moving average, I don't know, is lined up right with it. That adds some extra strength to me. In my eyes, that adds some extra strength. The 20 daily all the way down to 80, that was the previous consolidation level. That's at the 786 retrace. If 96 didn't hold in this hypothetical, I would probably be looking back down here to the previous high down here, 75. Man, that's riding it. Wild. I don't know if retracement's really what I'd be looking for here. This is on the 1 hour, so this is really not anything to write home about yet. But on the 1 hour, we're seeing multiple tests of resistance with higher lows, riding that 20 on the 1 hour, right above its consolidation. You could see more upside on this. Like I said, risk to reward by going long right here, not great. Not great. 256 to 265. Sure, that's 30%, like I said. But then if you look at where we might retrace, minus 50%. That's a 30 to 50. It's a 3 to 5 risk to reward. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I would not take that. Maybe I'll place this. If this were to be approached, if someone wanted to trade this, man, you would have to have a pretty tight stop. Something like that. But this is just not a good trade. You're potentially buying the top here. Wish everybody the best of luck on this. Josh, you slayed it, brother. You got nothing to worry about. GRT. GRTzels. For Mr. Jim Dawson 24 minutes ago. Guys, I got to figure out a way to do this better. Alright. GRT has not quite hit. Not quite hit our $1.12 target. It broke our 78.3. We looked at this in a previous episode. Does even seem to have back tested it on the 12 hour. So it looks like it is. It looks like it's heading for that $1.12. Don't like this RSI on. I like the RSI on 12 hour lower highs. Good thing the daily showing a little different story there. I'm looking for $1.11 on GRT. You break that. I'm looking for 261. I think 261 is reasonable. I think 261 is reasonable. 12 hour is just really ugly on this. Seeing lower highs on our momentum as it comes down. That is really not ideal. I'm still looking for 261. You back tested 78.3 cents. I would say if you lose that, you're probably headed down. Pretzel. Wait. Pertzy. Meccan. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the fam. It is great to have you. To you and everyone else new, please make sure you're in the Discord. It's the only way to keep up with our daily live streams. Discord link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat as well. Thank you for subscribing, and thank everybody else who subscribed in this episode. And to those who haven't subscribed yet in this episode but are going to, thank you especially. 261 on GRT. That's where I'm looking. Hasn't traded above these levels. Not really possible to know for sure. That is where my TA is pointing. If you break 78.3, I think you have retracement down to 61.2, but I think edge is with testing $1, 11.5 cents. Breaking it, I'm looking at 261. Easy as that. GRT looking pretty decent actually. Take a quick peek. All right, looks like in Bitcoin pair it hit our target from long ago. Broke it. That's janky. That RSI looks like crap. Bitcoin pair, you have support at 1830 on the daily. And 2127. That is weird. Higher highs and now you got a lower low. That is definitely odd. Not sure what to make of that. I will say I don't like the RSI on the daily. Don't like the RSI on the 4 hour either. I don't know. Alright, I'll take a quick peek. I don't even know if you're still here, brother. Man, I need to get something to drink. Oh, Roasted HS. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. Jim Dawson, I don't even know if you're still here, brother. If you're still here, shout out to you. Shout out to you. But I'll take a look at this. There he is. There he is. Mr. Dawson. Jim Dawson. Oof. Oof, buddy, oof. For a stock, this doesn't have that much history, does it? I dig it. I dig it. Let's look at where we are on our Fibonacci retracement. Make sure I'm on regular good. Buying momentum is picking up on the weekly. That's a decent sign, especially for something that's been faded so hard. I see resistance at $3.14. $3.10. Just call it $3.10. I see support at 85 cents. Possibly a little bit of more support at about $1.50. Yeah, I'll take it. It's close enough. Looks pretty good. That looks decent. Let's see. Can we find any upside targets? $1.81. $2. Ooh, you even have a gap here.
Can you check on NMR BTC for your fresh new French Patreon, please? Thanks for your support, bro.
Ninja boy, my man. Of course, of course. Alright, you do have a gap here. $2.04. Lines up with our 3 extension to 235. I'm looking for $2 on this biddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking for 2. Looking for 2 up to 235. Your RSI looks decent. I think a move to 2 is going to fix that for you. MACD looks great on the daily. 12 hours, same issue with RSI. Down a little more. I hope. Does this work? All signs to me are pointing to 2. All signs. Everything. Everything to me is pointing to $2. We didn't back test $1.50. I think that's as low as $1.42 yet. Could see that before the $2 move. But $2 to 235, man, that seems very reasonable. Very likely. I don't know what this is as a stock, so if I know. But after losing so much value, if we look to the common retracement, the common retracement put it up at $6.70 as high as $8.23. Now, unlike crypto, I think that it might matter a little bit what the stock does, what the company does. If this company's got value, sundial growers, I'll take it. Long term, if this company has value, I would be looking here. I don't know what they do. This could take a very long time, or it could take a short amount of time. In a shorter term sense, I'd be looking for $2 to 235 to fill this gap. I see a lot of agreement at $2. Seems like a no-brainer. I'd watch for that test of $1.50 down to $1.42 first. Actually, nothing's saying it'll come first, but I would watch for it. I wouldn't just blindly bet on that too. Ooh, XTZ. Rico, did you even want to look at XTZ? Or were you just talking about it? Yeah, guys, there's always watermarks in the background. There's no reason not to know what I'm looking at. It's always right here, no matter what we're looking at.
Could you look at VGX, BQX and thoughts on this consolidation period during the BTC pop? Anything to be optimistic for?
What's up, Aaron Rowley? How you doing, brother? Thank you for the 5. Ninja Boy. I almost lost track of you, brother. Never forget about my Ninja Boy. Yeah. We can look at all of these things and more. I don't know. Did Rico ever say anything? Rico, do you actually want me to look at it? If you do, I will, but I have a feeling you didn't. Okay, he wants to look at it. That's fine. So, order that they were received. You know, dang it, Josh. I'm John. We're all backloaded again. We're backlogged again, boys and girls. It's tough being popular. Not popular. Gotta get EGLD. I don't know what CryptoWatch.media was talking about. If you ever clarified, please fill me in, guys. I didn't know if you ever did. We looked at GLD, or GRT. We looked at SNDL. For John, this is what I meant to say. I got sidetracked. John donated $5 in Canadians. Streamlabs is effing up lately. See. Oh yeah, here it is. John donated $5 in the Canadian dollars. Here's why it did not say anything. The minimum, and this is not my minimum, it's Streamlabs, it won't read your message or alert unless the donation is $5 US or more. Canada dollars, I think we're a little bit under $1 right now. So that 5 Canadian dollars didn't trigger it. But we can look at Iris for you. Let me just look for, let me take a look at this Rico. Rico and his S coins. Just kidding, guys. I love S coins. S coins are my lifeblood. How else am I gonna get more Bitcoin if I don't have these S coins? Alright, alright. Alright. Tezos looking way better than it was looking before. That I can tell you. This is Tezos in dollar pair here. It did re-accomplish our target, did realize it. Actually, it did long ago, so I'm not going to spread that out. That was already hit. Rejected with a lower low. Wow. Surprising. Looks like it broke and back tested. This doesn't look significant. Looks like it broke and back tested $2.62 as support was resistance. Let's double check here. All right, you're above all monthly resistances. So Tezos looking for a close above $3.24 this month. That is in 19 days. That's plenty of time to sell back under or pump higher. Pump higher. Weekly resistance above, also support. Weekly resistance above, sitting at 424.
Your thoughts on VTC? Get 'em jiggy with it.
What? What? Jimmy Green? My man. My man, love to take a look at Vertcoin for you. Fun fact, didn't look at Vertcoin for months. Looked at it for the first time in the last episode. Love to take a look at it for you. All right. Tezos in dollar pair. Looks like our pretty vague call here to roll over to buying finally is playing out. Broke $3.53 resistance this week. Heading for 424.
You can look at the BNT USD. No one likes XTZ.
My brother Josh. Jeez. Here we go. Here we go. Getting backlogged again. Let's see. NMR. Gotta organize these. Didn't someone ask me about uni? I need an assistant to organize these for me. See, we got it. We're looking at Tezos now. John with the Iris. That's up next. Uni, there it is. Uni for Mr. Skyler. I got that up for him. That is up after Iris. Then NMR VTC for Ninja Boy. Got it. Then Voyager for Aaron Rowley. BQ. It's confusing AF that they changed. Just on Binance that they changed that. Oh, our Voyager got stopped out. It's okay. Then VTC, then BNT. Okay. Then VTC, then BNT. Alright, cool. Tezos. Easy peasy. Wow, finally though. This took a long time. Heading for $4.24 weekly resistance. Will it make it? It's looking pretty darn good. Betting up on dollar pairs right now. Pretty good bet. It broke $3.53. Hasn't back tested it. Was previous resistance. Now tested a support yesterday. Broken through today. Could see a back test there first. Let's see if our moving averages are helpful. Not really. Looking for $4.24 on Teasies. Could back test 353 first. There's really no way to know. It's going to depend on if Bitcoin keeps ripping or if it stops ripping. Speaking of which, I need to look at this for a second. I haven't looked at Bitcoin in a while. Since we started. Yeah, just consolidating. Nothing too special. Looking for bullish divergence on the hourly. Cool, cool. Possibly just a clean back test of 46.2 here. Nothing wrong with that. Update, just so I know. Teasies. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I think edges with 424 on the teasers. Iris, the BTC, I think you said. Iris BTC. Iris USD. Boo. Boo USD pairs. Yay, BTC pairs. Iris USD. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay, alright. Got monthly resistance at 11.64 cents. You got support at 6 cents on the monthly. It's quicker. Need to get through these quicker. Weekly resistance 14. And ooh, we got a nice little weekly support as well. It's looking pretty nice. Just about 7 cents, okay. My lips are dry. Okay, daily, pushing up. RSI is good. MACD is good. Momentum is still growing. Not waning yet. Far from your moving averages, as most things are actually right now. On the daily, 5100 bullish cross below. Happened this candle. Happened today, closing in 49 minutes. $12-hour RSI even looking pretty good. Nice little momentum increasing candle here on the 12-hour. This is looking like it wants 11.6 cents. I mean, it's your resistance above. It's from the weekly. Should have some pretty solid support at 7 cents. Very strong at 6, but pretty solid at 7. Doesn't really look like there's much in your way here. The only thing that I would be aware of before 11 is that psychological biatch that is always there. Oh wow, we're already there. Psychological 10 cents, just 0.1. We can see this rally today exceeded it, sold off a little bit. Now we're really just messing around there. I'd like to see it close above 10. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't. 4-hour RSI is really the only issue here. You potentially have bearish divergence with a lower high in RSI, with a higher high in price. Your momentum is still building. So certainly a move to that 11.6 cents may fix that RSI on the 4-hour. Unlikely that 10 cents, that a psychological resistance is going to stop it. I think edges with 11.64. Retest that weekly. You break that, you have 14.1 above. Yeah, I think edge is there. Easy peasy. Uni for Mr. Skyler. So, Uni, it looks like we pegged, I don't know when I did this, I don't think it was live, but pegged the top there. Local top. I think it was actually something I was doing with the Patreon. I remember when this coin didn't have any history. I'm assuming you want to see it in dollars, but I got distracted. I'm going to do it in Bitcoin pair for right now. Strong support at 24.1 thousand sats. That's also the 618 retracement from your swing high to swing low. There's also likely to be some support in this area. 37,000. Really, I'm not that worried about this here. We're seeing that was some intense selling momentum. I'd like to see this 12-hour close with waning momentum. Yeah, that's gnarly. But we can see it on the 4-hour. These highs, these peaks are actually declining of selling momentum. And yeah, and price is going lower and lower. So that's going to be bullish divergence. Certainly there's bullish divergence set up here, as this right here is not the lowest point in price. In fact, not even close. Not even close. I bet Skylar wanted to see it in dollars anyway. Skylar, are you here, buddy? Do you want to see it in dollars? What's up, Bella B? How you doing? What's up, Yoshio? Yoshio and Dallin Sonning, Ghost Me, Ed Vergara, Crypto Legend, welcome back, my friend. JSR Dan, good to see you. Victoria, Inanova, ICX, maybe. How you doing, Victoria? Mr. Brad, Zachary, Sven Moley. You've been asking me to look at a coin for about 3 weeks. Brother, I don't know if you've noticed. Typically, there's like 700 to 1,100 people here, and I can't possibly read the chat while I'm charting. So if you ever see me charting, I'm probably not ignoring you. I'm probably just reading the chart. I'm sorry you feel that way, brother. Not personal. Not personal. Certainly nothing to do with you. I'm just not that good at multitasking, man. Sorry. Sizzy. Mike Silver, what's up, dude? I asked about uni. That's right, Scholar. Did you ever say dollar or Bitcoin? Catch that. I don't see a Skylar. Skylar, paging Skylar. Dollar works. Alright, we'll take a quick look at the dollar. I'm gonna have to not spend as much time on some of these because never gonna get done. SDT, maybe. Tethers are us. Alright. I see what you're saying. I see why you're concerned. Certainly this put in a higher high at $21 on the 5th. I see why you're a little concerned there. So let's take a look. This coin has put some work in. Nothing on that monthly, nothing on that weekly. Beautiful. Yeah, man, that's a bunch of little support levels, isn't it? $30. A little bearish divergence on your daily. It's also reflected on the 12-hour. 12-hour has been in selling momentum mode, but has put in at least one candle confirmed of waning momentum. Close of today, I would like to see this 12-hour as well close with waning momentum. And that could be the first signs that maybe the dollar, or not the dollar, maybe the daily is going to slow down on the selling side. Don't have that confirmed yet. Let me take a peek here at a smaller time frame. You're buying momentum a little bit. You still have that bearish divergence. This is gonna be a rough one, my friend. This is a little ugly. It is a little ugly. We're on a small time frame though. It is a little ugly. I don't want to see any 4-hour candle close below 1772. Below that you have just about $15 support. You have a local 4-hour support right here. 19 flat pretty much. It looks like you're really just doing a higher low, lower high thing. Local resistance at 1973. This is going to be hard, man. This is going to be hard to give an edge. You could have a head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders pattern here going on though. Just a little janky. No. This is a hard call, brother. I don't really see an edge. It's odd not to see an edge in dollar pair right now, considering dollar pair, everything's going up. I'm stumped. It's hard to find an edge. I've been watching for that Bitcoin pair to bounce. That Bitcoin pair bounces. Probably in good shape here. This looks ugly, but this isn't catastrophic or anything. This isn't like mega bearish. I don't think we're done seeing whatever this is painting here. We don't have an inverse head and shoulders or a head and shoulders. I was wrong. I don't want to see a 4-hour close below 1772. If you do, you're in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wish I had an edge for you, bro. I try. I hate that it keeps doing this now. Why does it matter if it's on logarithmic or not? Why would that matter for an alert? I don't understand. Alright, I gotta move on. I gotta get through some of these. Mr. Ninja. I think we looked at this in our last one-on-one, didn't we? Which is odd because I don't have... NMR BTC. Just real quick peek at some of this. Gnarly there. I can take it. Yeah. Take it. You have some daily bullish divergence on RSI. MACD doesn't look that great, unfortunately. $600. 0.5 retraces right at your resistance. 2100. Might actually revert to the dollar pair. Still ranging. Too dang, son. Dang, son, where'd you find this? Huh. Come on, give me something. I mean, you have bullish divergence here. You have it right here on almost any time frame that we look at. It just hasn't played out that well. It hasn't continued playing out. A little local bearish divergence on your 12-hour on these highs. No divergence here. I can get double stumped. Is this a double stumper? This might be a double stumper. Dang, Ninja Boy. Wish I could help you. Kind of just looks like more sideways accumulation there. Yeah, brother. Looks like a little more sideways, perhaps. A break of 1100 and you're looking at 2100. That's pretty nice upside. But it's not seeing much. I have to divert, whatever, to that daily bullish divergence on your lows and RSI at 640, 645. Provided that low holds, we're gonna be looking for that 0.5 retracement up to 2100. I just don't see it yet. I'm also just realizing that I have not had moving averages on this whole time. Alright. Here's some goodness. We do have a pretty high powered daily. That's just 4-hour crap. Oh, nice. I knew it. Didn't even realize it, but alright. Looks like we have a 20 and 50 bullish cross on the daily. Currently the candle's below the 20. Need to get back above that 20. So really, I think we can say 1910. If we break 1910 sats, we're going to be looking for a test of that 100 daily. That's at 1170. Man, good lucks. I love you, Ninja Boy. Love you, brother. Voyagers. Voyager, man, this was requested so long ago. 25 minutes. We're on a legit 25-minute delay here. For requests, not charts. And you know what? This isn't bad. Sure, our Voyager play got stopped out. Not the end of the world. I'm just going to make it not visible on the daily, but it's still there. Voyager's in a descending channel. Descending channel. Came off daily bullish or bearish divergence on its highs. I'd probably be looking now in the 4100 range. That was our previous support, resistance, take profit, extension, whatever target, 3300 at the lowest. But good news is this descending channel, while it's going to be hard to catch that knife, really the most logical will be at 4100, maybe as low as 33. But whenever, because it's a matter of time, this pattern highly likely to break to the upside. Man, your RSI, you're painting bullish divergence on your lows. You have a lower low without a lower low in price. All these things pretty much lining up. Question is, where is it going to bounce? That I do not know. I would look to support 4100, below that 3300 sats. This is very unlikely to break this 3300 sats. This is a monster support. Wish I could tell you when. But this thing is looking to break up. To keep your spirits up, I will say the lower this gets pulled down, so say it goes all the way to 4100, then your measured moves get very large to the upside. Farther you pull back the arrow, the faster the arrow moves forward. But this is a bow and arrow right here. This is a smooth, you're not building resistance. There's really no momentum here. This is a textbook descending wedge or channel, what channel? And those vary with high confidence break to the upside. Look for a higher high. At the site of a first higher high, you probably have it on the daily there. Tis. Now you're at the 20 now. 50 on the 12 hour. Spicy. I just got an alert for ZIL, so we're gonna pull ZIL up quick. There we go, boys. We have been waiting for so long for ZIL to break out. Holy crap. We targeted back in December. 8.76 to 10 cents. We hit it. Super long period of consolidation, but what I do like about this is it's a nice little cup. That's a nice smooth rounded bottom. That's what we like. I get more alerts. Not. Ooh, I need to open the door for the dog apparently. All right, so we do have a new measured move on ZIL. Distracted like I always do. Right there, same spot. Upside target for ZIL USD. Looking very likely now. I'd like to see it close above 10 cents. 21.8 to 23.5 cents. We have our local measured move pointing towards it. We have our, I think that's a macro, yep. It's a little macro resistance up there. In fact, I should make this red. I used to make them green. There's my... Who's a good? You're good. Alright. ZIL look great. ZIL looking great. Oh, here it is. So, a lot of you probably... forget what other coin I was looking at. Probably thought I was crazy when I pointed this out, this moving average setup. I forget what coin we looked at recently, but it had the same setup. We call this kissing. This would be a bullish kissing. It's a made up term. Don't even try Googling it. Crypto is an immature market. It's new, it's fresh. And so I make up, and when I say make up, through observation, we find our own TA. Well, as bullish kissing, the 20 looked across bearishly with the 50, but instead price ran away. Even more bullishly, tested through it, faked out before closing up. This is a very bullish sign. This is on the daily. For me, this is a high confidence call. Looking for upside targets. I think 17.3. 17.3 is our closest resistance. I guess actually 11.2. I haven't looked at this chart in forever. Okay, 11.2. I'd like to see 11.2 break. We have 17.3 above, and then our all-time high. This setup is great. This is a long period of consolidation that's building support, that's accumulation. This looks great. Griggity, griggity, great. 600 watching. No. We're dropping viewers. No. That's okay, guys. Alright. Vertcoin. I don't even know who requested this anymore. Jimmy Green, my boy. Questing Vertcoin like a boss. Like a boss. Alright, this coin has been plagued for years of selling. I do like the coin. The coin is proof of work. It's old. It has a long blockchain history. It's decentralized. It's got the works. I like this coin. It just can't seem to catch a bid. We were looking at it the other day. Literally last episode. I hadn't looked at it in months. Randomly brought it up. So let's take a little peek. Where are we in our retracement? Deep. Deep. It's not good. Buying momentum finally relaxing off now to the selling side on the daily, man. That's this coin, man. Catch a effing break at some point, would you? 12-hour. No divergence really on the 12-hour either. 4-hour barely rolling over. Man. Can't catch a break. Okay. We do have a nice little support established. 713 sats looks like support. 820 above it. Man, this can't catch a break. Not bad though. This is rough. You have a low swing low in RSI here. That's pretty bullish. This is on the hourly though. It's got to hold a level. It's got to hold a level. 820 seems like a pretty solid level there. See, it was previously support, then resistance. Now it's been back tested. Under that 713, it is hard to recommend this coin though, man. It has seen nothing but bleeding. But it is, I would say, one of the coins closest to its all-time low against Bitcoin, which means when it breaks up, it's got a lot of upside. It's got a lot of upside potential. Very few coins have retraced as much as this one. This traded all the way to at 0.01, like 2014. Now trading at 99.999% down, 99.92, just a few hundred sats. The upside potential is massive here. It's just a huge knife to try to catch. It's only available on Bittrex. I would love to see this coin. Love to see this coin moon. I have some way underwater. I haven't looked at it in forever. Man. This one. Good luck. Good luck. Does have the very beginning of maybe some kind of inverse head and shoulder. Yeah, moving on. BNT for Josh after all this time, brother. For all this time, BNT. BNT. Retesting its highs from August. Breaking. Alright, broke 247. $4. On the daily RSI is not great. This thing definitely needs to see a push to the upside. Needs to push to correct that RSI. We're talking it needs a pretty legitimate large move. On the daily, 100 and 200 moving average look to be crossing, showing the last 100 days having stronger momentum than the previous 200. I mean, it could do it though. Alright. Every time frame, RSI looks exactly the same. Identical. Let's zoom it in. $3.30. 330-ish. That area looking actually pretty ripe. The way to 15. But I see something. Well, let's hope. Actually, that gives it plenty of room. Unlike SNX, this would have plenty of room to the upside still. Alright. This is a strange one.
OX of the T. Good to see SSL got a new submarine. He must have recruited our EKKKT City too. Help him repair it at the bottom of the ocean.
Always, brother, always. I'm looking at $3 here on BNT. You broke your high. Don't look too bad. Right at the middle of this, and this is too early to call this a channel, but right in the middle of what could be a channel here. If you are. If you can, that's why I'm assuming kind of $3 are going to be resistance right in the middle of the channel. See a lot of fib extensions lining up there. If you can break that though, man, you got a lot of upside in this channel. Top of this is about 10. Unfortunately, our indicators are not really giving us any information. They're all pretty much saying no divergence, nothing really of note or special. It's just climbing. You have kind of the positive price action behind you, but then at the same time you have kind of this ugly, this is midterm, I would say, this kind of midterm ugly channel here that we'd expect to break down. It just hasn't yet. And then in the big picture, then you have actually a really nice inverse head and shoulders going on. A little janky actually, but it's good enough for me. I can see it. I'd be looking for the measured move of that. 337. Alright. I'm looking for like 3 to 337 on this. I wish there was better indicators. You guys got me like on the stumped train. Okay. Ooh. What is... I don't even know what this is. Alright, Josh. OXT. What time is it? It's 6:40. Oh, wow. 18 minutes till close. Didn't break 46.2. Daily momentum still good. Looks like a DOGE candle. That'll be alright. OXT.
GRT just bursted to the upside. Thanks for the tar.
Oh. Mr. Joan. GRT just burst to the upside. I don't even remember what I was saying about it. I can't remember. I've looked. Oh, that's the Bitcoin pair. That's probably why. There we go. Ha! Ha! Ah. Thanks, John. Appreciate you, brother. I probably wouldn't have noticed. Yep, we were looking for $1. 11.5 on GRT, and literally, what was it? Within 40 minutes, we're running it. Nice. Well, congrats, brother. Glad I could help give you a little confidence there. Fingers crossed for that 261. I'm gonna have to see 111 break. Preferably like to see it close above it. That would be ideal. Man, so many charts. So many charts. What do you do when you have so many charts? Oh, go for it, Zill. Zill already hitting that 11. 11.2. Yeah, it's gunning. It's gunning for 22. I can feel it. Bang in there.
It's over 9,000!
Bora Bay. That's an old alert. But welcome. Welcome, Bora Bay. Great to have you joining the patrons, stepping up, investing in yourself. Right on. Right on. And Zill. I got another Zill alert. What? I'm looking at Zill. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We were looking for this price zone so far. So back here. Back here. 2.7 cents. We were looking for 10. That's a 4x. Straight fire. This coin looks amazing. The macro on this. I'm not going to ramble too much. The macro on this is bonkers. Bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers. Dig it. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Valid because we have a lower right shoulder. Right there. Broke. Back tested. That was the cue to go long. Boom. 4x. And it's just a matter of time. Matter of time till we get to that 23. I don't know if it'll do it sooner rather than later. Does look like it's gained some fire. Just a matter of time. What was I looking at that I got distracted from? Why didn't you announce the other? We had someone sign up for Patreon. I have to hit the button.
It's over 9,000!
Zero signed up during this episode. Welcome to the Patreon, my friend. I don't even know if you're here because that was a while ago. OXT, that's what I was looking at. That was like half an hour ago, never alerted. Whatever. OXT. I remember when we looked at this last for you, Josh, but no, it wasn't too long ago. Still looking for that 53. 53.6. Back tested 38.4. It held. We're looking for a 40% gain to 53.6. Surprised I didn't do this last time. I think it's time, brother. I think it's time. I'm not a fan of OXT as a coin. Not a fan. But that's okay. It's a weird pattern. This looks like a big W. This looks like a harmonic. $1. Anyway, I'm just experimenting. Yeah, it's just still there, I mean. Yeah, clean back test. You're chilling. You haven't blown your load yet. Haven't blown your load on RSI. You're not really in danger of bearish divergence yet. 12 hour.
Korean Bitcoin 3K cheaper.
Korean Bitcoin 3K cheaper. Are you taking advantage of that kimchi premium, my friend? Nothing racist about that. That's telling you, that's what it's called. Kimchi premium. Yeah, man, OXT, there's nothing new here. OXT, I think, is still looking for that next weekly resistance. It closed above support. Maybe there's another measured move like here I wasn't looking at. 67. Not a lot of change there. I think it's still on deck. Consolidated above resistance. Back tested here. Yeah, man, dig it. All right. I think we should be done with the. Requests for now. I do appreciate everybody. You guys rock. You guys rock and roll. You take a look at. Take a look at the corn. RSI is great on the hourly. Great on the hourly. Ooh, something happened with Grayscale. I can tell by this. Ooh. Binance, Bybit, FTX, BitMEX, Binance again in USD. Looks like every major exchange is short. I like that. Oh, I like that. Let's look at the funding. Funding's still massively long.
I wish
Screw
they
me.
don't allow foreigners to buy bitcoins anymore, just pointing out that Koreans have massive incentive to up here.
Yeah, that's I don't know if you were familiar, Rico. I wasn't kidding. That there's literally some guy did that, made tons of money, and they called it the kimchi premium or something. And he made money just arbing from Korean exchanges. That's all I know about it. I didn't read too much. Rico, what's going on with these fundings? Bybit 0.316, Huobi 0.2, OKX 0.15. These are massive. And it looks like everything. Massive funding. Devyoshi Trades, thank you, brother, for the 5 years. What is up with this funding? Oh, are my ears ringing, Litecoin? Oh, are you heading for your 186? Oh, yes, you are. Oh! 8 minutes to go. Litecoin, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, I knew it. As soon as I said nothing looks good on the Litecoin Bitcoin pair, I knew that was it. With 8 minutes to go, blasting up, into a bullish engulfed daily candle, boys. This is why you never, ever discount Litecoin. You never discount it. It just refuses to quit. That's right, Moon Boy.
Litecoin pump pack bags, we go to the moon. Next up, Allenville FedGober.
FedGober, that's right, dude. Litecoin reaching back up to the bajillionth time to test 004. Oh, buddy, Moon Boy. Yeah, we were down here, and I was like, well, everything looks like crap. Anytime that a coin looks like absolute crap technically, always be ready for a reversal. At all times. At all times. Just how it works. They always look the worst. I love it when people say coins are dead. Okay. Now I remember right here. In this episode. Right here. We talked about this. The kissing. If you guys wanted an example. You wanted an example while we were live. Looks like you got one. This is the bullish kissing trademark pending Tom Crown technical analysis. The kissing. The 20 and 50. Now I gotta remember what other coin had this going on. You guys rewind and figure it out. Beautifully bullish. 5 minutes to go. Look at... It would not surprise me to see Litecoin break 186 into this close. Also might not surprise me to see it sell back off right into the close. But I'm leaning towards the bullish side. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
What's up from the road, fam? Smash those likes. Check your Discord DMS when you get a chance, bro.
Yo, Mr. Jabe. Mr. Gabe. Out on the road. Will do. Will do. Hope you're having a pleasant trip. You're having a pleasant travel, my friend. Gabe, one of our beloved patrons. Of course. Measured move right there, though. Please. 4 minutes to go. All you have to do, close above 0.00388 in Bitcoin pair. That's it. That's it, Litecoin. When was the last time you had a bloody bullish engulfing candle on the daily? I don't know. It's been forever. Right now would be the best time. Bitcoin put in a new high. Litecoin's been chilling. Follow it up. Stick to the plan. Run when Bitcoin does. When was even the last bullish engulfing candle? Seriously. Here, like, doesn't even count. Here. 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 Not many of these. And for this, I don't have an exact reason other than I guess it screws all the market participants. But when you see moves like this is a perfect example right now on Litecoin. When you see this, so all day this was trading, looking like crap. And when you see moves into the close of not just the daily, this also counts on the weekly and the monthly. When you see these moves into the close with just minutes left, something makes them extra powerful. Like extra powerful. Man. What a beast. You only have 3 minutes. Please don't lose it in the next 3 minutes. Stay up there. Didn't even get to look at Grayscale. Grayscale didn't really pick up any more Bitcoin. Very low on their buys still. Surprising. Actually does surprise me. February 9th, good enough. Wow, this candle bar, this candle pattern looks pretty decent. Like put it right there, maybe. Nah, I'll stick with the original. We're sticking with the OG. We're gonna have a little LTC, BTC, and BTC USD close-a-thon here. Two minutes. Does it really matter where Bitcoin closes here? Not really. Like, it's not really matter.
Arthur Hayes is famous for doing the kimchi trade. He is the former CEO of BitMEX, I believe.
Amazon.
He currently is on the run for the Popo.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. There we are. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Litecoin just, I don't know, upset. Did not see that coming. Upset of the day. Let's look at Bitcoin. Where does it close? Green. It closes green. Just above where it is right now, actually. 46,488 for a green candle close. With a minute left, let's put it on 1 minute. Who knows? Litecoin going for that bullish engulf on the Bitcoin pair. 40 seconds left. Bitcoin hovering above a green close. No! No, Litecoin. Don't do it. Litecoin and Bitcoin, don't do it. Put on 1 second madness. There we go. Closed. Boom. Day over. Day over. Litecoin closing bullish engulfed on the Bitcoin pair for the first time. Significantly. Like, this is a significant bullish close too. They're not always that important. Bitcoin on the daily. Closed green. Nice little doji. We could see some continuation into this next day. Would not be surprising. Litecoin looks like it's almost certainly going to. With that awesome close. I'm pumped. What a pumped day. I was incorrect. I was saying, maybe Litecoin will break 186 today. Well, today just ended 30 seconds ago. I'm putting odds on breaking it today. If Litecoin breaks 186, if it breaks it, 227, our long coveted target on deck. Super probable. It's gonna be spicy. Gonna be spicy, guys. Oh man. You can do it. What a day. What a day. What a stream. Oh man. Alright, our viewers have been dropping for a while. The day closed. We didn't get through all of our coins. My bad, guys. My bad. But here's what we're gonna do. Make sure you're in Discord. If you're not in Discord, join it. Link is in the chat. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help us catch up with Bitcoin. We've gained 5,000 subscribers in the last 28 days. Let's keep that energy rolling. Today was an interesting day. I'm interested to see how closely it follows our projection here. So far, so good. Shout out to our patrons who signed up today. Shout out to all of our viewers, our subscribers, all of you guys. Jump in the Discord. Live streams up in there. Link going wild. Let's see if Link is going wild. Yeah, looking good. Looks like Link's heading for 32.97, just under 33. Our next target. Could be one more. Anyway, guys. 31 to 33. Great stream. Great to be back. Awesome that Bitcoin is doing so much work. I love it. Litecoin following up just as we need it to. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you're in the Discord. We're going to wrap it up today. We'll be back tomorrow. Love you all. Seriously, I mean it. Every single one of you. You guys are amazing. Appreciate yous. We are live every day here. Thus, we will be live tomorrow. I hope you tune in. Hope you're there. Bother with that. Yeah. You guys are dope. Get in the Discord. Join Patron. Love you guys. Crown out.